Greetings to YouTube. I am not doing a driving video today. Reason being, it is in the 90s, and these trucks do not have a heat shield. For those of you know what I'm talking about. Those who don't, this is your air conditioner. Sucks air in here by force. You can open some windows, but right here, I mean, that's metal to metal. There's no heat shield here. So I figured I'd do a different kind of video. Just do my weekly uploads. Because some people like them, some people don't. I do it for the fun of it. My Deuce is a 1969 Jeep Kaiser. Now the paperwork says it's an M35A2C. The C signifies a drop side bed from what I've read. No expert here. Now the bed on my truck is not the correct bed. The guy I bought it from said the guy he bought it from didn't have a bed right before he sold it, and he found this thing on sale. And he drove it and installed it and then sold it. My lights are up here. Most of the ones I've seen, the lights are down there. But I like them up there better. They're seen better. And believe it or not, even though I have a big green truck with DOT reflectors, you won't believe how many times I back up and people still do not see me. And a couple close calls. Ain't gonna hurt me, gonna hurt them. So let's do a couple things on the Deuce while I talk about it. First thing is, I'm going to open the engine bay, see if I can locate the engine identifier. A lot of people ask me things about the motor and where I bought this as a work truck. I actually didn't dive into it, except that it's a multi-fuel. To pop the hoods, you have like a Jeep. These go up and down. This goes up and down. And you have one of those things right there on the hood. It connects to that little eye right there. That's what holds the hood up. There's no shocks or anything to hold it up. This thing, you have to push it in and pick up at the same time. When you're done, you slam it. And the only way you're getting up here is if yours is equipped with a step, is right there, and you walk on everything up here. Everything is made to walk on. And even though it don't look that high, you climb up there, you're thinking, first thought is my affairs in order? And second thought is do I have clean underwear on? And is this how they're going to find me? So let's get the hood up. Don't just swap it back, you might get your windshield. Some part. Put that down. I'm a big guy. Always leave you some cliff notes on here. There's November 88. Do not drain antifreeze added. And secure hood in raised position. Now I cheat. I step there. I don't put a whole lot on this because it's good plastic but not great. And I pull here. That's how I get up. I step over here. Now here is your basic multi-fuel engine. Oil canister, 2 oil filters, right? Blinker, module, I believe, power inlet. I don't have a heater yet. I got part of the box. I'm going to work on that when I get more time. Got a lot of things planned, but you know, my wife got hospitalized and my grandmother died, and a couple of things around the house. It threw me way down. Here's my horns. They don't work. I don't know why they don't work. I'm going to have to figure it out later, but I'm going to get to it. Radiator. Everything is hard to take off. You look in there, make sure it's about to the neck. Now these things do not have a relief valve. It's just a hose that hangs down somewhere. I can find it where I'm sitting on the ground, but not up here. So if you go on a heel and tilt, it'll drain some out, because I did it. Your oil is over here, and it don't pull out. You have to twist it, and I tell you, it's a pain to twist sometimes. But I love this oil stick. It's long. What's really cool, it's alright, phone overheated, so I don't know where we left off at. I was pulling the little stick out. Ugh. It twists and twists and twists because it has the seal. What I was saying about this stick is, yes, I know it needs change, but what's cool about this thing, it's like a freaking saber. You could hurt somebody with this thing. Every part in this thing's versatile, apparently. And it goes down there, and it's a little bitty hole. All the way down there. And you gotta twist, twist, twist. Yeah. Air purifier, oil filters, radiator, which I'm kind of sitting on. There's the horns, wires. Now the identifier for this thing is right above this wet spot. There's supposed to be a plate right there. And there's a plate, but I can't read it. It's faded out, so I don't know what kind of motor this is, but it's beyond multi-fuel. It's definitely multi-fuel. And someone's been up here before me. And I know there's wet spots and whatnot. I mean, it's a used truck, it's old. I'll get everything lined out better later. Right now it's serving its purpose. Let's hop down. Alright, we're down. Most importantly, make sure to relatch these things. And they are stiff. Ooh, the sky. Maybe you see some pretty birds as they fly by. Alright, there's my hand. There's another one here. Sorry, the camera's a little jumpy. It's trying to overheat again. That's why I'm not driving it. It's this hot. Camera's overheating. Oh, winch. One way's in, locked, one way lets it free spin. Some people wrap it around the bumper. Some people go from the winch itself to the hook. I like to give mine a nice smiley face. I hate that the engine identifier is so faded out, because I was kind of curious if this was Hercules or Whited, or I forgot the name of the third one. But the only thing that's not faded out on this old truck, because it's got the old parts. Put this down, easy. There's that little tag right there on the hydraulic head. And yes, I know it's leaking. The pressure relief valve to the right there of the switch, it's come loose, and it's a machine. As I was saying before, it overheated and shut off again, and my ride showed up for work. I put a copper ring for a brake system on there. It's left the pressure relief further out than it's designed to, which makes the vehicle a little more sluggish, slightly out of time, and a little harder to start, but still starts fine. I got to use the choke a little more to keep the RPMs at the right desired level, because if I leave it without a choke, it tries to run at 400, which it will die. So I got to pull it out a little bit, get about 800 to 1100, play around with it as it heats up. I can back off of it a little bit. I'm toying with the idea of getting some JB weld and making a very thin sealing paste washer, basically. I can torque down on it. Then again, I got a friend, he does repair work and certified mechanic. He told me he'd help me change out the hydraulic head. Can't buy one of those yet. They're a little expensive. But that's just a couple of things on my truck. You know, I got to get the horns going. I got to get that adjusted better. I am going to put an in-bed crane in the thing. Not a huge one, just one that's fit on the canopy to do some stuff around the house, like lift my own propane tanks up. I'm going to get gravel and haul and everything. I'm going to put a above head console from door to door. It's going to have a 24 to 12 volt step down inverter, which will have 4 switches, 2 USBs, and a cigarette accessory port built into it. So I can run things like, I want to put reverse lights on this thing, little bars on a toggle switch, 2 little light bars. I want to put actually 3 backup cameras. I want to put one dead center and one at 45 degrees and one at the opposite 45 degrees to give me a nice wrap around when I'm backing up. I can see good. I'm going to put those back where I told you the brake lights are supposed to be at, close to where the glad hands go, underneath the pencil hook, where the I forget what it's called, the trailer hook right there. Right underneath it, there's a nice blank spot I can put a piece of board up against. There's already holes drilled that I can attach this board to and drill the cameras into quite nicely. And I have enough wire, surprisingly, to run from there to the cab of leftovers. I've got to change out one of the headlights. The brights work, the dim don't. I got to change out a turning bulb on the passenger side. And my amber lights, running lights, halfway up the bed, they're not working. I got to get those put in. I want to get the heater going. When I get the console in, I'm going to have a place for the cameras, of course, but I want to put a couple personal fans attached to there to help out. And I want to get those that can also do defrosting, that I can turn around and defrost the windshields. The valve for the air pressure release to operate the wipers are not working. I got to replace that. Just a bunch of stuff. And as I do it, I'm going to show you guys as I go, because I think it's cool. It's a reference for me. Plus, I'm learning as I'm going, and I'm sure there's a few other people out there that's, like I did, watched for a year before I bought one to see what you're getting yourself into. And I literally watched for a year before I did it. So I'm hoping things I discover will help you out, and things people have already discovered, maybe they can say, hey, if you do it this way, it's a lot easier. I'm learning as I'm going. And I'm eventually going to put a reservoir, I know I say it weird, sorry, a spillover container for the radiator, so that when I go on hills and such, I don't lose fluid. I've never lost that much fluid. So it started leaking one time, which scared me, but like I said, I was leaning real far over because I was parked in a ditch, and it just happened to drain a little extra off. The temperature runs great. And speaking of gauges, I have to replace my oil pressure gauge, my fuel sending gauge. Both of those, neither one of them operate properly. My fuel's always stuck. My oil pressure works sometimes it don't. Everything else works fine on it. But it's things I'm going to get to here or there, little things there. Any suggestions, anything you want to know about the truck, you just let me know, and I'll try to get out to you. Have a great day.